Calendly has a really cool new feature which allows you to book over meetings. But I discovered a little hiccup today, and I want to walk you through how I figured out and how to troubleshoot around this issue because I know I'm not going to be the only one who has this. So let me walk you through this now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my Calendly. I'm also going to pull up my Google Calendar, and I'm going to show you the process that I went through and the workaround you'll need to do as well if you're using this feature. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to start within Calendly just to show you where this new feature exists. I just discovered it today when I was going through. And what I'm doing is I'm planning an online summit for September 14th, and I'm going to be having solo speakers and panels. And I want my speakers to come into the call at least 15 minutes prior, and then they need to stay for a little bit afterwards to help to facilitate a breakout room on Zoom. So I need to have some overlapping times in order to put this on their calendar. So here's what I did to start off. I created the event and I just to test this out. The event is actually going to be from 10 to 2, but to test this out, I created a space for myself from 8 to 9 a.m. to book myself just to test this out on the calendar. Then after going through, I discovered when I created a second meeting, and this one is for the panel. The first one, let me show you this here, is for a solo talk for the event. So I created one event series for the solo talks. I booked myself for the 8 a.m. Now I'm creating in a second Calendly event series for my panelists. And I need to add in this ability to enable the meeting to show, even if a solo talk has been booked right before it. So what you'll need to do, let me start from the top level navigation within the Calendly file, is you're going to click on you see the side panel where it says event details, host and attendees, etc. You want to click on scheduling settings. Okay. When you go into this area for scheduling settings, you're going to click on where you have the hour and calendar settings. When you click on that, you're going to notice I set this up for one particular date on Saturday, and I made certain time slots that were available. Right below that, scroll down, it'll say date specific hours and additional availability settings. Here's where you see it. And you can see it says book over meetings new. My guess this is brand new because I've not been finding a lot of help entries on the Calendly website about this yet. And I'd even did a Google search and I couldn't find anyone else asking questions about this yet. So what I did is I went into book over meetings, and it doesn't really give you a help menu or a pop-up, but you do have the ability to click on this link that says connected calendars, and it opens up in a new page, which is really great, and it shows you which calendars you're connecting. And I see here I have my Google Calendar connected. So great, wonderful. And then it says click plus add meeting exception. And you have two options, matches exactly or includes. Now, let me just show you. This event is called Making the Shift for Introverts. And I have a solo talk and I have a panel. Now, if I were to put the word shift in all caps, it says no matching meetings in the next 60 days, which is a bit odd, right? Because I do have another event that's called Making the Shift for Introverts. Okay. And then I tried, well, maybe it's lowercase. So I'm just going to put the word shift in lowercase. Same thing. No matching meetings in the next 60 days. So the next thing I did is I tried to figure out, does this actually work? Is it doing what it should be doing? Looking at meetings I have on my Google Calendar. So I'm basically backing into this to try to troubleshoot how to figure this out. So I've typed in the word live because I have many events that I attend that are live-a-thons, or there are other people that I have live in the meeting title. Now when I click on live, you'll see here it says matches 3 meetings in the next 60 days. Now when I click on that, it doesn't do anything, right? I noticed the calendar kind of blipped, but nothing happened. So you have to click on it twice. And then the second time, you're going to see a drop down list of these events: VIP Office Hours Live, VIP Job Seekers Office Hours Live, and then there's a LinkedIn Live event. So the next thing I did is I went into my calendar for September 6th and I looked at the title of the event. And it does say, in fact, VIP Job Seeker Office Hours Live. Okay, so that seemed to have worked. But now I look at the event. Remember, I said I booked myself for 8 to 9 a.m. I click on that and I discovered that when you book a meeting from Calendly, even though you might put the event name in here, Calendly is putting it on your calendar as Brenda Meller and the guest. So the person who's booking you and your name and your business name. So what I have to actually do is type in and Brenda Meller Marketing, because this will be my guest name on here. Okay. So, following this through, I'm now going to go back into this meeting name includes, and I'm going to type in and Brenda Meller, Meller Marketing. Now, look at this matches 17 meetings in the next 60 days. Now, these are all of the meetings that have been booked through my Calendly. If I click on apply, nothing happens. If I click on apply, whoops, let me try this again. Searching calendars, I'm sorry, I have to click on 17 meetings. The first time, nothing happens. The second time I click on it, look at this, the list of meetings that are coming up. And now I can see this particular event, Brenda Meller and Meller Marketing, the September 14th, 8 to 9 a.m. event, save and close. Now, you certainly could exclude the others. This is just for one particular day, one particular event. The time sets are open, so I don't have to do any other exclusions on there. But that's how you get to the point that you can actually add in exclusions using the Calendly tool, which is called Book Over Meeting. So you might need to do a little bit of troubleshooting on your end to figure this out, but hopefully this video helps you with the workaround. I'm going to pull myself back up on screen because I couldn't figure it out on my own. And I always find that if I'm having an issue, especially if it's a new feature, I know there's going to be other people that are having the issues as well. So give that a try. Try and look at bookings that are coming from your Calendly calendar onto your Google Calendar. See what the name is actually called, not the event name that you put inside Calendly, but look on your meeting calendar and see what the title is. And then keep in mind that the guest name might be different each time. So you'll have to look at what's the common denominator. Mine was Ann Brenda Meller of Meller Marketing. Okay. Hey, let me know if you found this tip helpful by commenting below, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more insider tips like these. Have a good one.